Pittsburgh Penguins, key trade targets for the 2023 NHL offseason. The Pittsburgh Penguins are poised to be the NHL's most intriguing team on the trade radar this offseason, after a disheartening absence from the Stanley Cup playoffs for 3 consecutive years, a first since the pre-2004-05 lockout era. Speculation is rife that general manager Kyle Dubas might be ready to part ways with some of the team's high-profile players who are tied to substantial contracts. One name that keeps surfacing in these discussions is defenseman Erik Karlsson. The seasoned player is currently 2 years into an 8-year contract he inked with the San Jose Sharks in 2019, boasting an average annual value, AAV, of $11.5 million and featuring a full no-move clause. However, given Karlsson's underwhelming performance in Pittsburgh, it's evident he might be open to a new environment. In a recent episode of Daily Face-Off Live, analysts Tyler Yaremchuk and Matt Larkin delve into why the Penguins are likely to make significant move before the fall. Matt Larkin highlighted, they possess assets that many teams could benefit from. The prevailing narrative this offseason is that Pittsburgh is the only team genuinely committed to a rebuild and tanking, anticipating the arrival of a generational talent like Gavin McKenna as they do every 2 decades. He continued, take Bryan Rust and Rickard Rakell, for instance. Several teams are still in need of a top 6 forward. Financially, Winnipeg and Toronto could make it work, and Buffalo is desperately seeking veteran support. Erik Karlsson stands out as a particularly intriguing prospect. With 2 years remaining on his contract, if a team retains half his salary, he suddenly becomes a steal. His veteran expertise and puck-moving skills on the right side are highly valuable. Larkin added, I see him as a perfect fit for the Detroit Red Wings. They were keen on Aaron Ekblad, but didn't get the chance. They desperately need a right-shot defenseman. Karlsson could mentor young Swedish defenders like Simon Edvinsson and Axel Sandin Pellikka, offering a much-needed top-4 defenseman presence. If I were Detroit, with their deep prospect pool, I'd be aggressively pursuing this trade opportunity. But here's where it gets controversial. Is trading a seasoned veteran like Karlsson the right move for Pittsburgh's long-term strategy? Or could it backfire? And this is the part most people miss. The potential ripple effects across the league could be immense. What do you think? Should the Penguins trade Karlsson, or is there a better path forward? Share your thoughts in the comments below. NHL rumors. Erik Karlsson's top 5 trade destinations and Panthers cap dilemma. The Florida Panthers are currently facing a significant challenge with their salary cap situation being over by more than $3 billion. This predicament has led to speculation about potential trades, particularly involving forward Evan Rodrigues, whose $3 million cap hit makes him a candidate for a move. Rodrigues is considered a valuable asset for the Panthers, and it's clear that other teams have shown interest in acquiring him. Additionally, there's the possibility that star player Matthew Tkachuk may be placed on long-term injured reserve, LTIR, as he continues his rehabilitation. Tkachuk has been dealing with a torn adductor muscle and a sports hernia, which he revealed after the Stanley Cup final. If he requires surgery, this could provide the Panthers with some much-needed relief regarding their salary cap issues, delaying the urgency of their financial situation. In other NHL news, there were ongoing discussions about the future of Kirill Kaprizov and the Minnesota Wild, with reports indicating that the two sides are not close to finalizing a new contract. This situation adds another layer of intrigue to the league as teams prepare for the upcoming season. Now, let's dive into the potential trade destinations for Erik Karlsson, the veteran defenseman currently with the Pittsburgh Penguins. At 35 years old, Karlsson has 2 years remaining on his contract, which carries a hefty $10 million cap hit and includes a full no-movement clause. Notably, a $5 million bonus was already paid out on July 1st, which means the Penguins might be open to retaining some salary in a trade. 1. Vegas Golden Knights. This team has a knack for making bold moves and could be in the market for another star right-handed defenseman, especially with Alex Pietrangelo's career potentially coming to an end. Pietrangelo's cap hit will remain on LTIR at $8.8 million, prompting the Knights to seek a replacement. Carolina Hurricanes. The Hurricanes are actively looking to bolster their roster and could benefit from adding a right-handed defenseman to fill the void left by Brent Burns. They have the financial flexibility to make a deal work. 3. Tampa Bay Lightning. While the Lightning are somewhat constrained by their salary cap, they have not made significant improvements this offseason. This could lead them to explore options to enhance their lineup. 4. Toronto Maple Leafs. For years, the Maple Leafs have been on the hunt for an offensive leader on their blue line. Although they have a solid defensive core, it lacks the offensive firepower they desire. Karlsson could be a perfect fit, allowing him to focus on running the power play while being sheltered defensively. However, they may need to move some salary, potentially involving defenseman Morgan Rielly, who has a cap hit of $7.5 million. 5. Ottawa Senators. Returning to Canada, the Senators present a more plausible option for Karlsson compared to the Maple Leafs. While they are currently at the lower end of the competitive spectrum, they are on the rise. It raises the question, would Karlsson consider finishing his career where it all began? As the NHL landscape continues to evolve, these rumors and potential trades keep fans on the edge of their seats. What do you think about the possibility of Erik Karlsson moving? Which team do you believe would be the best fit for him? Share your thoughts in the comments below.